Maybe not as insanely busy as it was in August, but it still should be pretty busy. Should have gotten in that outside lane. Hindsight. Oh, this isn't that bad. Remember parking over the solar panels last time? A little bit closer this time around. Just gonna park right here. Alright, let's head on in. Hey guys, Theme Park Mark here. The European road trip rolls on. I'm now at Efteling in the Netherlands. Back at Efteling, I should say, for my second visit. Doesn't look nearly as crowded as it did last time, but this park still is pretty much always very crowded, much like Disneyland is in California. But I'm excited to get back on Baron and Joris and droomvlucht, the dueling GCI wooden coaster, as well as other stuff like Symbolica. I'm going to try to do that suspended dark ride that I missed last time, droomvlucht, I think it's called. And there's also another new dark ride, dansemacabre, my pronunciation horrendous. I apologize for that, but yeah, decided to get on many different rides here at Efteling, so let's head in and have a good day. Decided to take you guys along with me for the ride as always. Let's giddy up. And for the first time on this trip, I am not wearing a jacket or a hoodie. It's 55 degrees right now. It's going to get into the 60s. Beautiful weather. Not a cloud in the sky either. Well, a couple clouds anyway. Yeah, absolutely awesome weather here today in the Netherlands. So the title of my last vlog from here was Disneyland of the Netherlands. And I wanted to point out that I only meant to point out the similarities between the two parks. I didn't mean it as like, oh, this park is copying Disneyland. No, that's not the case at all. In fact, this park actually predates Disneyland by 3 years. So I think the hot take is that Walt Disney actually visited this park and took inspiration from it for Disneyland. So if anything, Disneyland copied Efteling. Just wanted to clear that up. This hotel off to the left was under construction last time I was here. Looks mostly finished now. Yeah, Efteling. As always, there's a bunch of groups standing around out front. No idea why. Let's go into the park. And I'm in. There was no creepy mascot to greet everybody out there today. At least what I think is creepy anyway. I'm sure the kids around here love it. But so I think the plan is to head on to the other side of the park that what I started in last time and go do that suspended dark ride, droomvlucht. It's kind of the exact opposite strategy of what I had last time. I'm in no hurry to get on Baron or Joris yet. So we'll do some of the other stuff that I kind of missed last time I was here. So that's what I'll start with. As you can see, still a lot of construction going on here at the entrance. But I think this hotel here is set to open at some point this year, or very soon anyway. Nice looking restaurant there. Fabulous restaurant. Headed down this way towards, I think, Symbolica. Gonna make a left to head by the fairy tale forest and go to droomvlucht. The Vekoma Madhouse Via Volta is also over there. I might do Symbolica first. See what the crowds kind of look like in the line. Just gonna kind of take it slow and easy here today. It's such a beautiful park. I never came over here at all last time. This is such a gigantic park. Yeah, I think I'll start with Symbolica, which is a decent trackless dark ride. Didn't think it was the best one, but still solid. So we'll start here. See which one I get.
De koning heeft altijd het laatste woord. Altijd. Namelijk, oeh, enorm. Wat doe jij hier?
Ik heb een veel leuker idee. Geen audiëntie, geen regels, maar ga met mij mee.
Nee.
Een reis door vertrekken vol magie. Het heet hier niet voor niets het Paleis der Fantasie.
On to wander through the Palace of Fantasy? No. Obey the rules. Denk aan de regels.
Transito, culto, fabulu. Trage treden, open u!
What's happening with the stairs? No. U dacht aan mij te ontkomen? This is as far as you'll go. Ik stop deze tour. Ja, kijk u zelf maar eens recht in de ogen. Tijd voor een beetje zelfreflectie.
Wat is er aan de hand? Trubbels?
O jee, dus?
Ik heb iets slims bedacht. We bundelen onze kracht. Druk zoveel als je kan op het knopje hiervoor. Doe goed je best en de tour gaat weer door.
Waag het niet. Don't you dare.
Ach, ik zou je kunnen. Illumina Fantasia.
Nee.
Got the blue one, which I think I got last time, as well as the green. Red is the only one I haven't done. I did do, we sat in the front row that time. Looked like there were some buttons there that I assume you press in your kind of unique scene for whatever side you're on. Because I was hitting the button on the left and the pieces of armor were like moving along with it. Nobody else is hitting the other buttons, so I'm not sure if something similar happens on that side. I would assume so, but yeah, Symbolica. Very good trackless dark ride. Still not my favorite, but it's solid. Probably come back for more rides on that in a little bit, but I think for now I'm gonna head towards Droomvlucht. Fairy Tale Forest over here on the left side. I'll have to have another stroll through there again. I'm gonna do some rides first. It's on a 35-minute wait right now. Checking the app, it's at its peak wait time for the day, so we're gonna do Via Volta instead, maybe do the monorail and then come back to Droomvlucht afterwards. So Vekoma Madhouse, Via Volta. First Vekoma Madhouse for me on this trip. Did a Madhouse, of course, at Europa Park. That is Mac. That's Cassandra. For Via Volta.
Een satanische gilderteken, een bokkenpoot, vervulde een ieder met huiver en angst.
Zijn die bokkenrijders? De parasieten van deze streek en de duivel!
Het is een goddeloze toerak die je nu hoort. Met zijn lange zwarte manen is de duivel gelijk. Wanneer hij in de buurt is, bent uw leven niet zeker. Zelfs de grendels voor de voldeur houden hem niet tegen.
Die zal ons kunnen verlossen zoveel geld hebben.
Dit huis, dit vervloekte huis. Het is een hel gelijk. Die ene vervloekte avond in de Belgische Kempen. De zon stond laag en we zochten bedden voor de nacht, maar van dorpen was geen spoor. Maar ineens in de verte een groot gebouw, de abdij van Postel, wisten wij. We brachten de paarden in galop en toen de zon was weggezakt, kwamen we aan bij de kapel. Er was licht achter de ramen en het was er doodstil. Geen monnikenzang of vroom geprevel. Achter de kapeldeur gouden kelken en zilveren kandelaars voor het oprapen. Met deze gedachte ramden we de deur. Geen mens. Op het altaar glinsterde de buit. De kaarsen waren ontstoken. Vreemd. Mijn mannen kraakten het offerblok en ikzelf leegde het altaar. En toen, plotseling, op mijn schouder een slanke hand. Ik keek om en achter mij stond een jonge vrouw, haar ogen vol vuur. Allen zagen haar en het gerinkel verstomde. Ze leek te zweven in haar lange witte kleed. Even voelde ik iets van angst en ze sprak tot mij. Gij, Hugo van de Loonse Duinen, gij ontheiligt hier dit huis. Zo kom tot inkeer en roep niet de toorn des Heeren over u af. Maar ik overwon mijn angst, hoonde haar weg met schampere lach en stootte haar ruw terug. Ik riep de mannen op te gaan en zag dat zij zich oploste in het niets. Een dag later bereikte ik mijn huis. Ik schrok. Bovenop de gevel stond zij, de dame uit de kapel. Haar armen wuifden als wiegden ze op de wind. Ik hoorde haar stem als zweefde die in mijn hoofd. Nergens in uw eigen huis, noch waar ook ter wereld, zult gij rust of vrede vinden, nu gij Gods huis geschonden hebt. Eerst dan, wanneer een edel mens met het reine geweten van een pasgeboren kind uw woonstede zal betreden, dan zult gij vrede vinden in uw huis en in uw hart. Die bang, mijn gruwelijk lot, is tot op heden niet gebroken. Treed binnen met een reine ziel, opdat de doem valt van dit huis en mijn ziel de rust verkrijgt, waar ik zo hevig naar verlang.
For going that house. Do love these. Very disorienting, very dizzying, but still very fun. I think I'm gonna head over to the monorail, which is another one I missed last time on this side of the park. And keep an eye out on the queue for droomvlucht, which does look like it is going down a little bit. In fact, just check the app, it's down a 15-minute wait, so yeah, definitely a good choice there, going to Via Volta first. While the line was out the door here. Alright, so let's have a ride in this suspended dark ride from what I know. Don't know a whole lot about it. 15-minute wait, droomvlucht. It was indeed 15-minute wait, droomvlucht. Let's have a ride. how did I miss that last time I was here? Kicking myself. I actually enjoyed that more than Symbolica, to be honest. In fact, if the line's not too long, I think I'm gonna go around again for a second ride. Love the spiral section there at the end, kind of speeds up. Beautiful scenes in there. The smells are nice, the sounds are nice. It's just an overall excellent ride. Droomvlucht. Yeah, I think I'll go around for a second ride. No POV this time, I'm just gonna enjoy it. And I'll continue on afterwards. What a great ride. Yeah, between that and the boat ride yesterday at Popsland, I was like, how did I miss these rides the first time? Just goes to show there's just so much to explore in these parks. So I guess you have to wear a top hat if you're in a group of 3 or 2 groups of 2. Cannot get over how good that dark ride is. Droomvlucht. Definitely one of the best dark rides I've ever been on anyway. Line's gotten a lot longer now for it though, so 2 rides good enough for me for now. We'll continue on and ride the monorail on this side of the park. Just gonna keep exploring this this part of the park that I barely spent any time in last time. Just kind of rushing through everything because it was just so crowded that day. This still is fairly crowded, but it's not nearly as bad as it was last August. Let's have a ride on the monorail next. Alright, here it is. Monorail. Literally just called monorail. Let's have a ride. Tour of this area on the monorail. Looks like there's some other like walk-through buildings that you can do in that section of the park. You could easily spend like 3 or 4 days here if you want to explore everything. There's just tons here. I've like barely scratched the surface just with the rides and attractions. It's kind of crazy. Make my way to the back corner of the park here to do Vogel Rock, and there's a dark ride as well, like a carnival themed dark ride, so I'll have a ride on those. There's also a wave swinger, kind of a mini wave swinger, not your standard one, so I'll probably skip that. Yeah, I'm gonna head towards Vogel Rock. Carnival Festival. I'm gonna go for a ride on this. About 15-minute wait, not too bad. I'm gonna do Vogel Rock afterwards. A little bit longer of a wait than what it was last time I was here though. I walked through this whole area last time. Let's go for a ride, Carnival Festival. cute dark ride. It's like It's a Small World, but it's a carnival. Rock. It is now 1 o'clock, 3 hours into the park day. I'm about to ride my first roller coaster of the day. Just goes to show there's so much more than coasters here at Efteling. Let's have a ride, Rock. Indoor coaster. We're not going to see much on the POV. I'll put what I can in. I find it weird how the queues fluctuate so much throughout the day. It's funny that Carnival Festival was a much longer line than it was for me last time. Rock a lot shorter. Weird. Let's go for row 7 ride. Rock. Rock. It's actually a pretty darn thrilling indoor coaster there. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Eurosat Can coaster, although it doesn't have like the spiral lift hill that Can does. I'd say it's actually more thrilling than Eurosat, but I think I still like Eurosat a little bit more because it's a longer ride. Rock's very short, but still very fun. I'm gonna take a little stroll around the back of the park here and then head on over to the other side where some more coasters await. You know, I'll probably start with Python and then maybe do a few rides on the GCI, Joris and dueling GCI, and continue on to Baron. So I'm gonna have a little walk around the back of the park here, which I did not go to last time. Kind of cut through there to Baron at the end of the day. So I didn't walk around the back of the park, which is very beautiful back here. I also saw there was a steam train that kind of goes around the outer edge of the park. Has a couple stops, one in the back and one over by Droomvlucht. I might have a ride on that later if time allows. Well, after this stroll, I'm gonna head on over to Python. This has been a really nice walk. There's that boat ride I think I talked about last time. Not sure if I'll have time for that one, but looks nice and relaxing anyway. Alright, here's the next coaster. The Vekoma looping coaster, opened 1981, Python. So there's a single rider line. I only got one ride on this last time, so I think I might go for a couple rides. Remember it actually being pretty darn comfortable, didn't beat me up at all. So Python. Let's go for a row 4 ride on Python.
Eu quero ser beneficiada do teu testamento. Eu quero 2.000 euros.
kid next to me is certainly having a time. It's Python. Row 4 ride. Very comfortable, vest restraints. Enjoyable ride. Was going to do a second ride on it, but it's just running the one train and waited about 25 minutes or so for the single rider. The regular line is a lot longer, so I think I'm going to head on over to the dueling GCIs over here next. Joris and Draak. Let's have a road on ride. Joris and Draak on the red side.
Avec 17 sur 25. J'ai 17,5, je ne mets vraiment plus de temps.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. The fireside of Joris and Draak. I'm gonna go around in the regular queue now for a ride on the blue side. This is what I should have done last time. Done single rider first, and then whatever I didn't get, go in the regular queue. What a smart person would do. I'm not one. We got some Titan track here on Joris. Saw it throughout the ride as well. Makes it smoother, that's for sure. So I'm all for it. This is a very good ride. So let's go for a back row ride on the water side of Joris and Draak. Joris and droomvlucht, one on both sides. Got a back row right there on the water side. Just a very solid dueling GCI. You see the Titan track there. It's very smooth. Lots of airtime throughout. Some decent laterals as well. Just an overall very solid GCI, although as far as dueling GCIs go, I think I do prefer Lightning Racer at Hershey Park a little bit more, just because I do like the trains passing each other moments that you get throughout that ride. Whereas this, you kind of have the dueling here at the start, and then you kind of go off for a little while, and then join up near the end, right before the finish line. But still a very solid GCI nonetheless. Up next, I'm gonna take a quick little break, have some food, and then we'll continue on to Baron and the new dark ride, dansemacabre. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but I'll look that one up. That's what's coming up next. This is Holland water coaster. These dummies are the only ones riding it today. It's closed for the day, and I think it's been under maintenance for a little while, but it's nice to see it testing anyway. So it's probably going to open pretty soon. Just not today. Time for a B&M dive coaster, Baron, 1898. This is a pretty solid one. Much better than Oblivion I did Alton Towers the other day. Great theming, just an overall good experience. So let's have a ride on Baron 1898.
All voor mijn workers van het Holland en mijn beautiful man. Vandaag heeft u het voorrecht af te dalen in de weegschacht die toegang geeft tot rijkdom en welvaart. Ik zal u opnemen tot mijn beste kompels. U wordt verzocht uw mijnlantaarn en helm in ontvangst te nemen. U bent verantwoordelijk voor mijn een fortuinlijke opbrengst. Met een kathedraal van staal, de schachttoren, daalt u af naar de ondergrondse schatkamers. En daar, in de diepste krochten verborgen, ligt het goud voor het grijpen. Dit is mijn goudmijn. Dit is mijn goudmijn.
U zijt gewaarschuwd.
Kompels, u laat zich nog niet afschrikken door een schepping van mijn geloof. Ziet me goed die zich weer de liefde afdoet, maar doe not be discouraged by the way.
Alright, let's go find that gold. Front row ride, Baron 1898.
Nou jongen, waarom dit? Huh? Yo! Oké, gaan we doen.
say it's the best themed B&M dive coaster. Byron 1898. Certainly not the best overall B&M dive coaster, but it's a very good one. The waiting for the front row there, it took a little bit longer than I had expected. Kind of running a little short on time. I think I'm gonna head down to that dark ride, dansemacabre. That's how it's pronounced. So I'm gonna have a ride on that, and then maybe Fata Morgana, and we'll see if I can squeeze in another Baron ride after that. Not too sure yet. I have a couple more hours left in the day. So this is brand new since the last time I was here. It opened on Halloween of last year, a couple months after my visit. This is dansemacabre. It's an Intamin, I guess it's not really a dark ride, but it's more of like a motion stage show. Not exactly certain how it works, but I'm willing to give this a try, that's for sure. So let's have a ride on dansemacabre. So the single rider queue is all the way up and around and down the stairs. It looked very long, and the regular line said 20 minutes, so I think I'll just do the 20-minute wait, guaranteed. Whereas the single rider line, I have no idea how long that is. Dansemacabre. That was spectacular. Those seating areas in the platform there would spin, and there was a drop at the end. Just a fantastic dark ride, I guess as you'd call it. But they know how to make some fantastic rides here at Efteling, that's for sure. I'm gonna have to try and get another ride on that. After the last ride that I want to do is Fata Morgana. So I think the plan is to do that. There's about an hour left, so I'm going to do Fata Morgana, maybe a second ride here on Dansemacabre, and finish up at Baron. So that's a bummer that I get to miss out on the fairy tale forest this time around. Just ran out of time here because they close at 6 o'clock tonight. Shortened park hours, early April. It's hard to squeeze everything in, and it's definitely a little bit busier than I thought it was going to be, especially on a Thursday. But well, just got to roll with the punches. Still got a lot in today, that's for sure. So Fata Morgana, dark ride. And this is what I started with last time on my first visit. It's actually a boat ride. So let's have a ride on that. Also this dueling powered coaster, Max and Moritz. Did that last time, my first visit. Just not gonna have enough time to squeeze that in on this visit. I do want to do the boat ride, Fata Morgana. That's where I'm headed. It's very quiet in this plaza over here. Time for a boat ride, Fata Morgana. And it looks like a walk-on. Definitely could use a walk-on, since I have waited quite a bit longer than I expected for some rides. Like Baron, I waited about an hour for. Let's have a ride on Fata Morgana.
Now we need the master of sky on flying carpet. Je must have stoppen. Dangerous for life. Give, niet
Good boat ride, just makes me miss Pirates and Batavia, which I rode countless times last week at Europa. That was Fanta Morgana. So it's decision time. I have about half an hour left. Today, do I go back to Dansemacabre, which was excellent, or another front row ride on Byron, 1898? It's actually a very tough decision. I think I might do Byron. Just maybe next time I'm here, I'll give Dansemacabre a couple more rides. All right, last ride of the day here at Efteling. Back row on Byron.
Oh my goodness.
There on Byron. Just wanted to mix it up, do something a little bit different. It certainly wasn't because they closed the front row queue a little bit early. Anyway, great ride. Love a good B&M dive coaster. So that park is now closed. So I did most of the major rides today. Wish I could have had a stroll through the fairy tale forest there, but oh well, something to do for next time anyway. Also wish I had a second ride there on dansemacabre, which is a fantastic dark ride, I'd say. Big theater. Just had a great overall day here at Efteling, and the weather has been amazing. 60 degrees, 60 something degrees Fahrenheit, not a cloud in the sky, perfect weather. Hope it holds up the rest of the trip, but I'm guessing it's not going to. Oh, I wish I could have a second day and a third day and a fourth day at this park. As always, thanks so much guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the vlog here from Efteling. Up next, tomorrow for me, and then next week I guess in the next vlog, is going to be Movie Park Germany. My first ever visit to that park. Looking forward to it. Actually looks like a very interesting park. So with that, signing off from Baron 1898 and Efteling. Take care guys. Is this my favorite theme park in the Benelux? I think it is. So I do have Wallaby Holland's ride collection. This is more of a complete theme park. Efteling. Toverland's great too. I think this is just the complete package. It's something for everybody. Operation's fantastic. Rides are all great. Amazing dark rides. It's just an overall amazing park. Hoping and praying I don't have to sit in a 3-hour traffic jam like last time. Okay, maybe it wasn't 3 hours, but it sure felt like it. The traffic jam's not as massive as last time, thank goodness. But still might take a little while to get out of here. I was really losing it at the end of the last vlog because it was like almost midnight. That was insane. This is a little more manageable.